Just notice what you put on Discord.
John Barrington.
The team, after some trouble, managed to get into the town without too much of an issue at West Point. You have a few jobs, as mentioned beforehand, to, well, do. While you're not exactly going to do all of them at once, I will once again repeat what can be done. I'm just going to copy and paste them yet again, so everyone can see it. Let's see, copy and paste. But while I do that, your team also is trying to figure out what's up with the current mayor. Why were they potentially trying to kill the former mayor? What secret did the former mayor potentially have for said killing or capturing of their family? An entire conspiracy thing. However, after talking with the new mayor, it seems like something is off. They feel not like a person, more like someone that's there that's not really there. Andromeda had theorized, is there someone controlling them using a powerful spell? While not able to fully discern that, something is off about them. Dookie tried to commandeer their couch, was removed from said couch, and Steven got a new haircut.
Steven, that's
So
right.
did Nina.
Nina got a haircut too. Completely changed the look.
Very much the same and yet different.
Technically, Nina only got her hair washed, cleaned, and then swooped to the other side.
Completely new look.
Completely no look. I guess she technically also got a trim to make it even.
Got a 1/4 inch off the ends.
Yes, and Dookie got a new dog bowl.
It's true. Tell me.
Anna also got some information about where the current mayor lives. There are 3 newspapers that also commandeered the same building. A cake shop / dessert shop. And the front desk, which is at the lowest level. The higher floors, which is the mayor's house and the mayor's office, are also in the same building. They also noticed that 2 stereotypical hooligans, thief kind of looking people, are also waiting for the mayor afterwards. And when you spoke with the mayor, he did say he needs to go meet with a few people after this meeting is done. So it's presumed, not known, that they will be meeting. That being said, though, you managed to get out of the building without too much of an issue. You enjoyed a nice lemon cake, I believe. And you are back out and about. You did ask for potential work, Steven with funds and same with Andromeda. And they stated if you can potentially help the city out, they would assist you. Go speak with Lithium, not Lithium Sal. What was his name? Lirum Fowl. He gave you recommendation cards, and I believe that's where you were heading towards, the school in the area. I could be wrong, but where would you like to go?
We're going to the academy because nothing's.
What
Our
good
team has
is
always done
you?
really good at academies.
I love school. Nina
We've
did
always-
great in school.
We've always done really good when we go to academy.
Well, that was a different group. That wasn't us, okay?
You're not wrong, but do you have more confidence?
No.
Mm-mm.
Although, you know what? You're in a better place than you were, so this is probably a guess.
I don't know. There might be drugs at school.
Ooh, true. Andromeda, did you feel that the mayor was a little off?
Yes, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but yes, it's like he was doing things automatically, or someone else was driving, or he wasn't fully there, or something.
Nina felt the
Fun.
same because he didn't like Nina.
It's
It
true.
kind of felt like he was, I don't know, like a shell of himself.
He could have just been extremely boring.
Although
Well,
I did realize that I don't have detect magic in my list of theorems, and so I must remedy that so I can figure out if things are magical.
I agree with you. You do need to do that. But getting back to where there was the rumor that he had my arm and that he
Oh, yes.
could be using that arm for experiments.
Mhm.
Ew.
Okay.
It
I-
seemed like he would be doing any experiments. I wonder if it's the person controlling him who's doing experiments.
He could have eaten your arm.
That's exactly, well, that's not what I was thinking of. But what
Oh.
Andromeda said,
Or maybe his consciousness leaves his body during the day and he does these nefarious things at night with an intelligence that we have not seen.
I agree. And I don't think that he would do that at his home. There must be other locations, or I think we need to keep an eye on the mayor.
Yes, and you definitely can't rule out that he ate your arm.
Steven, could he have possibly been on drugs?
Can I roll kind of an insight on that? Because I am very, very familiar with drugs.
Sure.
Not in your current state, you're not.
I still
Oh.
did research into hallucinogens and things like that.
Their mind does seem off. Their pupils dilated to an extent that shouldn't be normal and for longer time than they should be. However, it's not any type of imbibing. It's not any type of ingestion. It's something else. It's potentially magical. And you're seeing like the same type of traits someone goes through, but it is something not medicinal.
So it definitely seemed as though he was influenced by something, but it didn't seem as though that's the type of drugs that I've researched into. But
Well-
as we say that, I think it's good to go to an academy. It's been nice to be in a place I belong for once in a long time.
Yes, I know what you mean.
I know what you mean too. I'm pretty excited for it as well. Absolutely wonderful time with drugs at Academy.
Are you?
Steve.
I squint at Nina.
Can't it help us research?
Nina was good at school, but Nina only. So look at this. Nina wasn't doing too good at school. Not because Nina wasn't smart. Nina's one of the smartest people in the group. But Nina found it boring. But I still graduated top of my class when Daddy called. So,
Nina, did you just go to university to socialize?
socialize, it was more for partying, but I learned how to party for business purposes.
I mean, at least she didn't not learn anything.
Were you in the MRS degree department?
Well, no. Nina has a degree in every subject at university. Because
Good for you.
Daddy called up and gave them to me.
And what university was that?
Shut up. It might not exist anymore, but I'm sure it's accredited everywhere.
It's not.
Oh no.
No, I believe you have to renew your accreditation periodically, so I don't think that it could still have it if it does not exist.
So Nina is uneducated now.
Maybe
I
the
mean-
credits will transfer elsewhere.
Mima is sad again.
Mima, we can't take away the experiences you had in college.
This is true. You will
Well,
always
I'll
have
have to visit this college and they'll have to give me a degree. Once they see
Um,
how smart I am.
Mima,
I'm
do
sure
you
they'll
remember how
understand.
you got your degree last time?
Also, if you don't know,
Remember
Mima is a refugee,
that
so
Daddy
I
called?
get sympathy points.
Yeah, but you remember how your daddy called and you got your degree?
Free education.
Daddy can still call. He's just a ghost. We just have to find someone who speaks with ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Don't you speak with ghosts?
Can't argue with that logic there.
I can speak with ghosts, but when Mima tried for like months, I'm going to say months, Mima tried, okay, to go up and be like, Daddy says give Mima this. Nobody gave me anything.
Oh. Yeah, that's
Because the world is cruel.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Daddy says give Mima 10 gold.
No.
It's
Is your
worth a shot.
father? Is your dead father actually saying that, or are you just trying to get 10 gold?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Either way, no.
Okay, that's fine, but I'll still go to you first.
Next time we get paid, you can have 10 gold from that. Your share.
I'll keep that in mind.
The team,
Your share.
after potentially coming to an agreement, manages to get into the school. A daunting trial nonetheless, and even more daunting that the team has returned to a proper educational facility. But that was a different team. Who knows how this team will work out? But nonetheless, I am also still playing this music because it feels appropriate.
It's epic college music.
Ooh, Andromeda, while we're here, they may even have my book in stock in the library.
Would we
The
I would
hell?
love to read it.
I do know that
You've
it
got
was
the
fully
book.
published and passed throughout many of the academies, but I don't know if it made it this far, but it might be there.
And which direction was your school in again? North, south, east, or west?
Yes,
From the center point.
of course.
It would be North
Everywhere.
Point.
There was. That's what I
No,
thought.
oh, far north point. Yes, yes.
Yes, far North Point.
Yes,
Yes.
well, we should see.
Well,
Unfortunately, I do not have any books published because no one believed me and they took my job.
They also
Uh,
discredited you.
They discredited me, and if I had published anything, they probably would have sorted it out and burnt it.
I
I do need to inquire at some point why you were discredited.
Oh, because they're very small-minded and not at all intelligent.
Touche. I've dealt
You-
with academic members like that before.
Yes.
They refused to fund my research at some point, and I was
Yeah,
able to get third-party funding to be able to continue. Although, again, don't really know how it turned out. But here we are.
Who funded?
It was actually an anonymous funding. We never met the individual who did it.
No sort of moniker or identifier or anything?
It must have been royalty due to the type of paper they were using just for a common conveyance, but that's about all I know.
Like it was letterhead, or it was just very nice paper?
It was the type of paper that you would kind of receive if you were sending an invitation for a grand event, yet the contents of the paper were mundane and normal conveyance again. So something you definitely wouldn't send normally
Okay.
if you were a commoner.
I mean, nobles are patrons to artists and scientists all the time.
Yes, and that's true, but usually they don't stay anonymous, especially with this type of research that was, in the field of botany.
Yes, that is strange. Can't say I've ever received an anonymous donation for my work.
Yes, it seemed very strange at the time, but at the same time, I'm not gonna, hook a gift horse in the mouth. I got the funding I needed to continue my research.
Excuse
That's insensitive.
Oh, that is not a very sensitive
Anna,
phrase.
you're not a horse.
You don't have a horse mouth.
me. Gifted.
If Anna's not a horse, I don't know what a horse is.
I don't think you know what a horse is, Nina.
I'm gonna go with that latter.
Nina knows what a horse is. She went to university.
Yes.
I think Nina would know what a pony is.
It's true. She had many a prize pony.
A unicorn?
Never took care of any of them.
No, only sat on one once for a portrait, but
For portraits only. Because
Oh.
the saddle hurt her bum.
I know it. I walk over to look at Dookie. Dookie, this place will probably not interest you. But I do ask you to try to not cause a commotion.
The school?
Yes.
This is where a bunch of weak humans accumulate knowledge together.
Yep. And
Yes.
the
I like this
knowledge. Oh.
no, you
No?
cannot kill anyone here. Remember,
Fattier brains, weaker humans. It's like a win-win scenario. Even
yes,
I know
but
what that
you
is.
cannot kill the people.
That's 2 humans stacked up ready to go like a sandwich, but nothing between them.
That
Sure.
sounds like a future me problem. I'm gonna continue to try to, go find Liram Fowl. I know that we were told to meet up with him, and
Oh, I think I see his name tag over there.
Yes.
looks over. Oh,
You think good
very-
eyesight. You don't forget
very
that.
good outside.
You
That's
were
just
all.
why my eyes planted.
Yeah, you were all allowed in. They told you yes. Liam Fowl is to the right. Go left, and they're currently studying right now in their own private chambers. There are a few students there also doing their own self-study, so feel free to stop on by.
I see books, but I'm gonna assume that this is not like the main library.
It's not. Like, by private room, it's like, oh, you have a isolated room that you yourself use. Other people can use it if you allow it, but by the way the person up front said you could feel free to go in there, it's like an open thing. People can go in, study, then head back out. So you can check them out if you want. You would just need to tell the professor, hey, can I check out this book?
Of course. Come on, Andromeda. I feel as though it
Reminds
probably
me,
should be.
what are we asking him for again?
Books.
Honestly,
specifically?
I wanted to talk to him for my own selfish reason. I know that Anna
Oh,
had
me as
figured
well,
out
but I
something.
believe that we had something specific. in
Yes, Anna had found something that correlated Liram.
I did.
But it's already lost.
I would like to say,
What
Nina
did the
don't
mayor
remember
say
what
about
it was either, but she liked the idea of going to university for drugs.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
What did the mayor say about him?
It was him that gave him the job. It was
Oh,
him.
yep.
It was him that helped him get the job.
Helped the mayor get the job.
Hmm.
That's right, yes.
well,
And he's
that
the
works out
foremost arcane person in the town, and he runs the university?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Well, I guess we have our 2 selfish reasons, and we figured out the third.
Oh, well,
probably the
wonderful.
third is more important because it's actually related to our job, but
Nonsense.
here we are. Anna, then, would you like to come with us and you can inquire about that one?
Certainly.
All right. The half the team, I guess, because no one else.
We left all the bad ones alone. That was not good for us.
Nina's gonna go look for drugs.
Oh no.
She's gonna look for not drugs explicitly. She's gonna look for the most rad of parties.
Oh no.
Learning in
Okay.
university again.
Dookie's
Dribble
probably
took
gonna
care of
come with me because Dookie likes inebriated humans.
Drillbit
I'll
will
go.
take care of them, I'm sure. We don't have a reason to worry.
As you say that, heading towards this guy, Drobert looks around. All right then. Where did everyone go?
Oh god.
As we move to these 3, Anna, Stephen, and Andromeda. As you move forwards, you do see some students learning on the side. Some of them casting magic to like help them read books. Others being not so dramatic and reading it with their 2 hands. Liram Fowl is currently like reading their book. As they're reading it, it begins to glow with each word they're saying. They do take notice of you and like stop, so like the glowing of the picture like pauses, and they turn towards you. In front of you, you see a rather tall man, roughly 6'3" tall, 6'3" tall, pointed ear suggesting elven lineage, green emerald eyes, and cut but very long blonde hair. Oh, pleasure to meet you 3. What brings you to my office?
Hello, my name is Andromeda Villanova Leonora Gaia the Sixth, and these are my companions, Anna and Stephen.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Stephen Thomas.
Pleasure
Yes.
to meet you.
and we have come here for some selfish reasons. We would like to speak with you about, well, magic, and we heard that you are friends with the mayor.
Yes, of course. I am the foremost expert in magical arcanum within the grounds of West Point City. I do know the mayor for some time now. I don't know them heavily as much as I would like. His work does keep him busy.
We did want to know more about his work as well. I've heard it's fascinating.
I'm sure
I
it
do my
is.
own work. I do my own work. I was formerly with a prominent university to the south, working on theorems that mimic arcane magic, but using anatomical components. Pretend I said that correctly. Basically, life energy. It's fascinating, really.
Yes.
Interesting. It does sound a lot to me like necromancy.
Oh no,
Oh, whoa.
no! It's called Thanergy. Thank you.
Well, I don't mean to discredit you in any way, but it does
yes,
seem
I've
to
been
me.
that already.
Yes, well, quite. They're like cutting themselves off, and Andromeda, you feel like they were going to potentially discredit you, but they like cut themselves off right there and then. Well, at any rate, what brings you all three here, other than you know the mayor, you've come to me for a reason? Looks towards Stephen specifically. Tell me, Doctor, what brings you your group here?
Actually, a few different topics. I have a selfish reason to visit you. I heard that you had a vast experience in the arcane and some selective experience in the arcane influence on botany. And I wanted to see if you had any recent discoveries or any recommendations of local and endemic species to keep an eye out here for.
Oh, yes. In fact, I do have a few things here and there. I've been hybridizing some plants with some magical spells. Hopefully propagating the actual effect of magic without necessarily tapping into the magical weave around us.
Interesting theory.
I've had some limited success, but not as much as I'd prefer. So unfortunately, magic is still a necessity.
Do you hypothesize that arcane flows through all life forms throughout botany, even if it is something of not an arcane source?
Why, that sounds an awful lot like a description of what I just said. Except not plants.
Yeah.
He's
Don't you
doing your
think?
research.
I think
That's
it's
strange
different.
how you- No, it sounds quite the same.
Okay.
Definitely some similarities there.
Well, I don't know, Liram, if you've read my book, but I actually had a theory in which the arcane nature of some species of plants and their psychoactive elements could actually heighten the perception of humanoid creatures in order to perceive realms outside of our understanding.
I don't believe I have, but what would be the title of said book?
I've been wanting to know this as well.
Yes. I'm trying to think. It would be something unwordly, like, hold on, I got this. I need ChatGPT to make like a super wordy scientific name for something that's just super simple.
Drug book.
Oh god.
Book of hallucinogenic drugs.
Oh god. Let me think about it.
Good
But I know
drug
that.
book.
While you're thinking about that,
Yes.
Stephen,
Please continue.
I too have a few questions. I, very different than these two scholars next to me. I'm just a hardworking quadruped. Um, somebody stole my arm. Let me show you my arm. I reach
Oh,
my
you
arm
don't have an
out
arm.
and I stretch it. This is been a gift to me to use and experiment with, but it's not my real arm. And somebody told me my real arm was here. Have you seen anybody or know anybody that's using body parts in their studies?
Fascinating. They do observe your arm and like begin to take out a small little notebook and like jot things down. I've never seen this before. Surely,
I would think
Uses some elements of Thanagy, just FYI.
it's been a marvel. It extends and it retracts and I can feel things and but I do still am looking for my other arm. I thought maybe you looking at this arm might encourage you or might not encourage you but might make you
Jog your memory.
yes jog your memory of body parts floating around here.
well, I don't know who might be taking arms. I can assure you that why would you change it if you have something superior, clearly.
Oh, that is true, and it
Sentimental.
has been gifted to me, but there is a sentimental ring on the arm that I'm looking for. A family heirloom.
Heirloom. Well,
Do you know, it might be a good idea to draw what the ring looks like so that in the future when we're looking for it, you can show them.
Oh, that's a very good idea. I'll get my crayons out tonight.
right. Well, I can assure you that I myself do not know where your arm is, but I will strive to see if there's anyone looking for such parts around here.
There was a rumor that the mayor had it.
The mayor is a bit odd and shady, and I wouldn't doubt that they have something to do with it. Not that I know them quite well, I do know them a bit.
But you did encourage him to become the mayor.
Well, new people in town wanting to see how well they could do. I would encourage all trying to make someone better of themselves.
Has he always been so, absent-minded?
Aloof.
Vacant?
As far as I'm,
Traumatized.
as far as I'm aware, they've been like this ever since I've met them.
Interesting.
And Anna, Andromeda, and Steven, if you would like, you can roll insight for this conversation.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Loading slowly.
And also, yes, the name of my book is Phenomenology of Serotonergic Hallucinogen-Induced Altered States.
I'm afraid I've
You're
never
gonna need
heard
to
of it.
throw that in chat so you don't forget it, because I don't know.
Your bio as well.
I can't even put it in my thing. I can't even spell that out.
Well, I'm afraid I've never read that tome specifically, but I will take great strides to look for it.
Of course. It'd be nice to see that it traveled this far. It was well received, but at the same time, it was often looked down upon as something kind of as a fancy, more so than scientific burden.
Oh yes, like your friend here's own work. You know what they say, great similar minds travel together.
Do they also say that they're discredited together?
Okay, I'm not discredited.
No, but you met skepticism. You were able to publish a book, though, which is better than I got.
Yes, it was less skepticism and more so that they thought that the findings from my initial research were inadequate to make any meaningful impact into the world of science and the arcane.
Yes.
I believe differently, but I understand the thought process for those critics.
Yes. Academic circles can be so small-minded sometimes, can't they?
Yes, I'm wondering, Liam, what is your speciality?
I range from a variety of things, but my main specialty is the uses of magic within the corporeal and incorporeal body and knitting them together.
Sorry, but that also bears a resemblance to my work.
Well, your work
you said
has
sounds like
a
necromancy.
wide web of connections. Likely why you've been discredited to unrefined.
Well, it is only in its beginning stages, so...
Yes, but at that state in time, you can say everything is a part of your own study because it's so broad.
I disagree.
Andromeda, would you say that your research would contribute to a more advanced golems?
Only in the sense that a person could create a golem.
Yes, and in that in itself is a
do
type of
anything-
enchantment magic.
Yes, which can be used or produced using parts of the body.
Honestly, interesting theorem. I don't have the correct insight or experience into it, but if my belief that arcane runs through all plants and matter that I have studied, then there is no reason that it would not flow through organic matter of a human
I
or
agree.
a creature.
Yeah, as this conversation is going on, Stephen, Andromeda, you can tell that Stephen is like asking appropriate questions, like trying to learn what you're trying to say and like trying to absorb it in. Lithium Fowl, not so much.
He's just being dismissive and an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, I've caught on.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
but
he
with
hasn't
your
read my book, so he's immediately discredited in
Exactly.
my eyes.
I mean, yes, also true. That being said, with your insight checks, you, Stephen and Anna, you can't tell whether or not like he's being honest or truthful, but he, for sure, you can read the conversation. He is not being kind or nice. He's being truly an asshole, as Andromeda has stated. And Andromeda, you do pick up hints here and there, other than just him being rude. That he has been lying from here and there. When he said, I don't know personally where your hand might be, that's a possible lie. He, like the twitch of an eye shifted, so he might have
Which
some
direction
information
did
on
he
that.
look?
It's more like a wince, like he like slightly closed his eye, rather than direction here. It's hidden here. But that's also doesn't mean that it's not hidden here somewhere. But he
I
has
would like to ask. Oops, sorry.
information on that. Other than that, you can also tell for sure doesn't care about Andromeda. Kind of cares about Steven only because of the title of doctor.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
misogynistic specifically.
Yep. Picked up on that too.
Especially the way he directed the conversation directly to Steve.
Immediately.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah. Does this fine establishment have laboratories or other such research centers?
Yes, preferably a location. They have a greenhouse that has some unique plants.
Or anatomy?
Study.
There are a few botanical gardens here that could aid you, Mr. Professor Doctor. Yeah, that was just me screwing up. Dr. Stephen, and looks towards Andromeda, but doesn't address you by title. There are some rooms that you could potentially rent out, or a professor might willingly allow you to use them.
Where are they located?
A few are in the west campus site of the area, but I do warn you, there are some rubble rousers over there causing commotions here and there. That is the area where, how should I put this? Granted students have been assigned.
I see.
Ooh.
Well, and Jonah, I think we may be best to, take our leave. I'd like
Yes,
to
I
introduce you
certainly
to
wouldn't
some
want to take up
unique
any more of
plants
the professor's
while we're
time.
here. Yes.
I agree. Thank you very much.
Of
Goodbye.
course. Do take care. I-
Likewise.
In the
Giving him
mean,
so much sass.
I mean, for sure deserves it. Not the best person in the world, not even a good person in the world. But as this conversation is going on, we move over to a different kind of conversation. As you head back towards the group, you only notice, well, you do notice, in fact, that two people are not exactly where you left them. Why can't I find the map? Oh no, did I accidentally delete it?
Uh-oh. It was such a good party, it's vanished.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm sad. I can't even find the rest of the campus.
Oh no.
Well, I will use a map I've already used then.
He'll find it, I believe.
I'll find it
eventually.
one day. But I'm gonna say this looks like the school enough.
The placeholder.
Placeholder
For
map.
anything
A
missing.
lot like the city. The architecture is so similar. Don't you agree?
It's modeled after the city we were just in. I know that because I passed architecture class. Architecture is my favorite class because I got to sleep in really, really nice palaces.
Well, as individuals head out, the only ones remaining with Mima, Dookie, are Vera and Drillbit. Drillbit eventually found you, but at this point, you are now on the campus site. Mima, you specifically said you wanted to find people with drugs?
I want to find parties where then Nina can find drugs. So I'm gonna just find the first college student I can see. I'm gonna walk up and say, "Hello, fellow kids."
Okay. You find the first college student you can see. Take out the skateboard, put it behind your back.
Exactly.
Hi? You looking for
Yes,
something?
hello. I am a fellow student, or should I say academic student, as you can see, forever youthful. I'm looking for the best of the best parties.
Are you looking for something specific? Are you
Parties
some
with
sort of,
drugs.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were some professor or something, like going undercover, saying, "Hi, fellow with you. Do you know where the drugs and stuff are?" Okay.
Me, a professor?
I don't know. You're
No
like
way, not with this
25?
youthful glow. I am not that old. Actually, I'm like 70 because I'm not a human. Forget that. I figure you're thinking I'm 25 in human years because that would be an insult.
Well, whatever. If you're looking for parties, you can find them at the east section of campus. A lot of them are hopped up right now. But you can also find like the laboratories and stuff there too, if you put some air quotes. Need to find
no.
stuff.
Oh, wait. See, Nina at first was like, I don't want that, but now I think I know what you mean. I think I'll find parties first, because I don't have any school passes. Because, I do. I just left them in my dorm. Dookie, you got to the
I
west
ignore.
wing,
I just
man.
chew on things in my pockets. I like dig around and I find something small. Keep chewing.
You do
Well,
so.
I'm gonna go to which remind me, where's that dorm section again? The D section, the A section? I can't remember.
D section on the east wing of the academy. Butterfly. Well, you don't know her name, but the student looks towards Dookie, and then does state, "Yeah. So what's your deal?"
I eat people sometimes, but right now I don't know. I'm just kind of following this person around.
Oh, that's cool.
It's been alright.
You want to go get a drink or something?
No, I wouldn't do that. He's more like a dog. And if he's not with
1
his
second.
master, he'll probably bite your fingers off.
I smile and say yes.
Cool.
That's it.
She like writes something down. Gives you a piece of paper, Dookie. Yeah. There's my room. 8 p.m. See you there.
Thank you. When I grab it, I grab her hand and I do a big sniff in.
Very aromatic. It looks like she might be a botanist or a gardener type of situation, maybe a druid. So it's like very earthy smells, flowery too.
Interesting. Smells like a druid.
When you're holding on to it, she like looks towards you. What, are you some type of noble or something? You gonna kiss it? Because if you are, that's weird. I'm not into, royalty.
Not
like,
yet.
Pulls her hand back. Oh.
I smile. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Thought you were cute. Well, see you later. Forget my number. Walks away.
Dookie, you almost picked up that girl. Oh my gosh.
Nina, I
Dookie.
can't read. Here, you can have the paper.
Dookie, have you ever thought of this? And don't tell anyone in our group that I have told you this, but we could date humans and then murder them and eat them. But I wouldn't do it. But I did know someone who did that once. I watched a thing on the Spell TV and it was pretty interesting. And if I was a future where I could watch it and say, this is Dookie, the mass murderer who ate 39 girlfriends, I could say, I knew that guy.
Drillbit does state, don't
don't
do
say
this,
anything.
Dookie. At all. Bad
Look,
idea.
It's probably not a good idea, but in the future, if you did it, Nina might be popular, so don't do it.
Go back to picking my pockets.
Don't worry, Gilbert. I won't let him kill anybody.
I won't either. I'm mainly gonna stay quiet until you do these
Anyways,
kind of plans.
Gilbert, what are you doing here? Are you getting drugs with us? We're pretty. I was pretty honest with what I wanted to do, and for you to follow me, I much appreciate it. Something not going well at home with your wife.
Oh no, everything's going great. We have like a couple spouts, but everything is fine there. I'm mainly
God
coming
damn
along.
it.
I'm mainly coming along to make sure. Look, you're all consenting adults. That's fine. I'm not going to stop you to doing whatever you want to do, but I'm also going to make sure you don't die.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
I don't.
That's a good idea.
Good. Vera then states, "Yeah, I'm just here for the drugs. Princess out here doing her own thing, find herself back on campus."
Copy me. Do you copy me?
Oh, you're not a
Am I a
princess.
influencer to you? That is so cute, Vera. I've always wanted a small little influencer who follows. Wait, I'm the influencer. What am I saying? I mean, I like that you're a princess and all, but you don't have the tragic backstory to marry a very rich man.
I mean, I don't need it. I still have the money, the land, the people. Yeah, I'm just doing this for fun.
And Nina needs a drink. Nina needs to go find drugs.
You head towards the east side of campus. There are a lot of people there. You can tell like this area, it's specifically. Well, the area you were before, it's like more pamper, posh kind of thing. It's random that that one student was there because it didn't fit with that whole side of the campus. But at the exact same time, there were some exceptions here and there. Likely they're good students, maybe they're best in their field, which is why they're in the, I would say, better buildings. But in the east section, you for sure can tell the buildings aren't run down, but they're less tended to. The students here are less, business attire all the time. It's more like casual. This is likely the open campus section where like people of enough education, maybe not through money, come do their things, and more comfortable, a lot less prudish, if that makes sense.
Yes. Nina's gonna feel very uncomfortable here if they're not very prudish.
Yes.
I would just like, do I hear any music or anything going on?
Do you hear this one student like out in the courtyard with a few people around playing a guitar, singing a song? They're not.
I would like to approach and ask if they could give me the best thing they got on them.
They look up. They weren't like paying attention to the people. Look towards you. Goes, yeah, sure. Best thing. Looks up towards you. Oh, cool. Like a song or like a thing?
Yeah, no, the good stuff, party stuff.
Oh, party stuff. Yeah, sure, why not? Wait one moment. They like take their guitar case, open it. You see like some money in cash there. They like go ruffle through it and like take out what looks like a bag of it looks like salt, but the salt itself is like sparkly and not aromatic because you would technically need to be smelling it. It looks like salt, but it like, sparkles with blue, purple, and violet colors. Yeah, this is known as pixie powder. It'll get you really mixed up.
I'd like to take some.
Oh,
Doogie, let's do it. We're
you put it in your
it.
drink. You put it in your drink. If you immediately ingest it, you'll die. Well, you won't die
Gosh,
immediately.
yes, do
You'll
die.
like barf a lot. Everything would be fully evacuated, and then you may
my
or may not
God.
be fully dehydrated to the point of death.
Wait. Well, how do I take it to have the fun time and not the poop time?
Oh, you take like a spoonful, put in 8 ounces of any kind of drink, then you just ingest it.
I would like to try it first.
Yeah, I learned it from a book called Nephil blah 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 whatever Stephen's book was
It's the
called.
longest, most boring name I've ever heard for a book. I hate it. If I knew the writer, I'd tell him, you need to get better at naming books. It's boring.
Yeah,
For a book about drugs, you'd think it'd be exciting. I'd love that. But that name is awful. Give me that drug.
yeah, sure. Like I found the book like at East Point City, so you know, when I was traveling abroad over there, you take it.
Have you ever been west?
What?
Yeah, I don't know, but for some reason I've only ever been west of everything, so I've never been eastward.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Cool place.
Have I?
In game, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, I'd like to just try some of the drug, and then I'd like to ask him to play some music, and then I'm just gonna start dancing there, right there.
Sure. Again, drill bit. More like I wouldn't say a cool uncle, more like worried uncle making sure his kids don't die. Make sure that both of you have a bunch of drink to mix it in.
Lena, do you want my powder?
I will later. No, Dookie, you should take it. Dance with me, Dookie.
What will this
You're
do?
so fun, Doogie. That's why I like hanging out with you. You're so fun. You're just fun. And have I ever told you you're a really nice lizard?
Mm-hmm.
Nina, do you take it?
Oh yeah, I've already taken it.
Okay, Nina takes it, Vera takes it, Dookie gives it to Nina, and Drillbit does not imbibe, but will fix things if things go bad. Nina, as you're taking it, you do feel floaty. You do feel more vibrant. Like the colors of the world feel more colorful, feel more vibrant. The smells feel stronger. You feel more in touch with the world than you've ever felt beforehand. That being said, though, the people around you also feel like they're connected to you. Maybe they're friends. Maybe they're lovers, former lovers, or like people that admire you. So standard for Nina, the way she feels. But it feels more genuine. It feels more true. They seem to be like, not worshiping you is the good word, but they feel like enamored by you. At least that's how you see things. The world itself feels more accurate to how Nina looks at the world.
I'm just gonna be dancing. I think it's very beautifully, but I actually look like I'm a paralyzed duck trying to flap its wings weirdly. I'm just kind of barely moving, but I think I'm dancing beautifully. And all I'm gonna be saying is, I'm leaving my group. This is way more fun, and I want to be rich again. So all of you are gonna marry me and give me all your money.
You envision people like not throwing money at you, but towards you, so like you collect it. Dookie, what you see is Nina like floating in the air for a bit, saying all this stuff and like dancing around. Vera is also more or less breakdancing in the courtyard doing her own thing, and Dribble making sure that Nina doesn't fly away. They take like a rope and like tie it to like
Don't let me
left
fly
ankle.
away. Do a bit. Don't please don't let me fly away. I feel like I'm floating away.
Nope, it's not gonna happen.
I'll be
Don't know what's in this.
going up to God.
Yeah, it's
Dribble.
pixie
I'm
dust,
going
man.
all
You
the
want
way to
some?
God.
The guitarist looks towards a little bit. Yeah, it's pixie dust, man. You want some? No, I don't. Quickly tries to grab the rest of the bag from Nina. Nina, you still have the small bag Dookie gave you, and hands it to the guitarist. Yep, gonna need to give you this back. Don't give this to them. Sure. Like, is it the first time? Did I give them too much? Probably. Got it.
Bring me back down to earth.
Coming down. Pulls the rope down. The
I'm going to
guitar.
make it all the way down.
The guitarist like puts it in the wad of cash and like takes out something else. What about weed? Do you do weed?
I do weed while I'm floating.
Cool.
And I guess I'm floating now.
Jobit eventually brings you down, but Vera also is like needs to be tied down. Dookie, what are you doing between this?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching. There's nothing I can do here.
Yeah, like
Just watching.
eventually, Nina, you do. I wouldn't say crash, but like it works into your system quickly and it works quickly out of your system. So like after 10 minutes, you like come down back to your standard form of life.
Okay, that was good. How long does that party?
2 minutes.
2 hours. I bet it was
2
more like
minutes.
20 hours. I need to sleep. I'd like to sleep on the guy's guitar case.
Sure. Looks towards Dookie and Vera and Drillbit. You guys down for a nap? I could use one.
I mean, do you see anybody overdosing in the area? Unable to move? Paralyzed by drugs?
Dookie, roll a d20.
Oh. Wait, did that roll? No. Yeah, okay, it was delayed. Never mind. It was. It's not a very good roll.
You do see someone in the corner, not fully passed out or doing their own thing. There is someone there. There is someone like watching them to make sure that they're okay, similar to Drillbit. But you also can tell that the person watching them like might leave to like go to the bathroom or do something else. If you like hone in on them, you might be able to catch them.
I just like to walk right up to the person watching them and ask if this is your person.
Yeah, this is my friend. You
Can
know
I
him or
have-
something?
Can I buy him?
They're a person, dude.
Yeah, but you want like 2 gold?
I mean, I'll take the cash, but they're their own person. You can ask them.
Yeah, but I'm gonna grab him real quick. I'm just curious if you grabbed him first. I'm just gonna drag him out of here.
He like gets in front of you. Like, we're gonna have a problem, man.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem. I gotta go get my ropes, come back. You know what I mean? I just gotta get him outside real quick, like down that alleyway. Just, just wanted to know if you wanted to have him. Like, do you want to have him with me? Have?
Like, look, dude, they're like my best friend, man. I'm not like into them that way. If you
Dude,
want them,
Yeah, not
let
have,
them know
no,
when they're conscious and like
misunderstanding me.
fully
I don't
aware of
have-
things.
I don't have lips. Have him in 2. We can split.
Dude, I
smile.
think they're monogamous, man.
Oh, don't think you understand my lizard language. I will wait here for you to leave. I will stare at the body.
They look towards you, go, dude, I have a bad feeling about you. I'm just gonna call my dude. We're gonna get our friend out of here. You have a good day, man.
Thanks, man.
Take
Uh,
me with
take-
you.
They shout out towards someone named Susan. A very large, buff barbarian comes out, and they begin to talk. They like pick up their friend and like take him inside.
Is anyone next to me?
No.
Dang it. Is anyone random next to me?
Yeah. Just a random student is walking by. Like
I'd
look
like to
towards
grab
you.
his shoulders and pull his face real close to mine, and I'd like to ask him a legitimate question.
Yeah. Can I help you with something? You're like really close to
You
my
see-
face, man.
If Dookie was capable of eating the brain of one of these intelligent humans that knew magic, that Dookie would gain the power of magic without having to be smart.
Dude, I don't know what a dookie is, but I don't think that works that way.
Have you ever heard of it working that way?
I've heard like some things in the Underdark eat brains and it makes them stronger. You might want to ask one of them.
Are you an Underdark?
Nah, my name's Rick.
Rick.
Yeah,
you a
Richard,
human?
full title. But I go by Rick in college.
Are you human?
No.
Oh, interesting. Looking for humans to join my party. They can have all the gold I acquire, but they have to go first into all battles. If you know anybody, let me know.
I know that Alpha Y might be looking for a few people to do jobs and stuff. You can maybe ask them.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Alpha
this-
Y.
Yeah, the fraternity in town. Well, one of them, anyways. A bunch of humans, fighters, and barbarians out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So, like, we doing this or something, or are you just being flirty for no reason, man?
Do you want... Oh, hold up. I think of what Nina told me. And I stare back at him and go, yes?
Cool. Take out a piece of paper, write it down, give it to you. Look, I have a class to go to, but we can definitely pick this up in a bit. I'll see you in like an hour.
Okay. Thank you. I look at the paper and tell myself I can't read.
They give you it, begin to head out, like flirtatiously wave goodbye,
Bye.
and they go to their class.
Dookie,
done.
I can barely see you over there.
I've had 2
But-
prospects, Nina.
It looks like you're doing a wonderful job in college.
I'm doing good. Acquired 2 people. I almost halved another one.
I don't know what that means, but I'm proud of your accomplishments.
slicing down the middle. One human becomes two.
I don't
Well.
know about that one. I kind of know what that one meant. Please do not. I'm too tired to deal with that. I'm going to sleep until Andromeda comes back to talk about her books.
Okay.
Andromeda, can I borrow you for a quick second?
Yes. Oh, and I was thinking that the next edition of your book might be better renamed. The following: Neurophenomenology, serotonergic, and hallucinogenic means of inducing altered states. It makes more grammatical sense.
You are right. I must have been in an altered state myself.
You must have.
Anyways, and do you know the main reason why I love coming to academies?
To be praised and looked down upon in the same sentence?
You're not wrong on that
I'm
one.
not, but no, I
No.
can't imagine that's why you come. But
Because
why?
they usually have a good assortment of very useful plants.
Very
and
useful
I'm
plants?
Gonna definitely think that they may come useful dealing with the job that we're on.
Sorry, plants is what you said?
Yes. Everyone
How would
else
plants be
overlooks
useful?
the usefulness of certain plants.
What are
And
your ideas?
well, let's first find the greenhouse. Any storage that they may have for their botany.
All right.
I will go and look for the greenhouse and or storage where they keep specimens.
As
I
you
would
do.
like to- on the way, I would like to look for any labs, or specifically like biology or anatomy kind of labs or storage where they might keep someone's arm.
Yeah. And Anna, anything else as well?
No, I'd like to follow along.
Okay. Well, as you're following along, your team does know that half of the team isn't there. M is still around, but the rest has disappeared
Who
somewhere.
am I?
They must have
oh
found a
my.
party to go to.
Do you know what though? I do have an inclination as to where they might have gone. The
To a party.
good professor mentioned ruffians
Hmm.
in one corner of the campus. I wonder if that's where they went.
Well, we can go there after we're done. But yes, I do have some plans that may allow us to deal with some more hard to work with people for the mission. Maybe get some better answers than we're getting so far.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
again,
We're not getting many answers, really.
that's the point.
Exactly.
Yes.
But there are some very common plants that definitely we can take a small, potion size worth with us. And again, it would not harm the plant, nor would many people even notice.
Okay.
Also, that man was an asshole, so I'm totally for stealing things from him.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you didn't even read my book.
And did you hear the way his tone when he said it?
Well,
Oh, I'll have to find that.
Andromeda, let's be completely honest. We both know that your work would cause some waves in this line of work.
It's pretty much.
But I do actually love
reality.
your theory, and it does actually in line with mine.
What's the point of making discoveries if you don't also cause waves? The only discoveries worth discovering cause waves.
No, I completely agree with you. But again, those in position of power usually don't want to lose it.
This is true.
Anyways, let's go find some plants.
Strangely excited for this.
Yeah. Let's see here. I need to put you in a different map because you wouldn't be with the rest of the group.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man, I'm still unfortunately couldn't find the other maps. So.
That's
I can just make... Yeah, I'll just make this map. The... One of the laboratories, I guess. Copy and paste.
Guards! Guards in the greenhouse! Watch out!
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. Just...
As you enter inside one of the greenhouses, you do enter inside, and there's a bunch of guards for some reason. As you do hear them talking with one another, saying something about a potential break-in last night. The one behind the chair looks towards all of you, as like you open the door. Pardon me, can I help you with something?
Yes, my name is Dr. Stephen Thomas. I'm a botanist. I've been looking for some specimens to continue my research. You may have read my book. I don't know if it was made it to the public library, but it should have at some point.
I'm afraid I don't read that often. I am in the line of guarding the city itself, but if you'd like, I can pin something down. It might be useful for our investigations.
Yes, of course. And don't mind writing my name down. Again, I just need to collect some few common specimens in order to utilize them in my research. But if there's anything that you need from me, please let me know. No, I don't normally see guards in a greenhouse.
Right. Well, normally we wouldn't be here, but there was a break-in last night, so we're investigating the break-in as we speak. Normal residents of the greenhouse would be away for now, but we are conducting research. It doesn't seem here that you are a possible suspect in this current investigation, so we would be allowing you to receive some of the plants.
Yes, but I may also be able to help you. Do you know what they stole?
You hear with the guard to the right of her does state, far as we can tell, some strange type of concoction. It was like pink, blue, purple kind of thing. Professor, what's his name? Laram? Made the thing.
Pink, multicolored. Sounds similar to polymorph. Can I roll nature to? Because I'm.
Yeah, go for it. Or Arcana. Nice. It does feel like a polymorph kind of potion kind of thing. Those are hard to make and, even harder to find. Well, hard to find, harder to make. So, if someone did steal it, it'd be big trouble. So, for sure it needs to be investigated. Because for one, that is a dangerous thing to have if you're not careful. It is very powerful magic, and to have it in potion form is very powerful. You think on the professor, technically, that you just met, they're trying to do the same type of thing, but with plants, no longer needed to make them into potions, but just grow them. So maybe this is like a research thing they did.
So it sounds like they stole a polymorph potion. The sounds of it. And do you know if there's any missing rainbow mushrooms, dream lily, and willow shade fruit?
Let's see here. Goes through the paperwork. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I actually give you this information, we are conducting an investigation. You would need to sign a contract for obvious sake, not to spread word around.
That's fine. I don't mind at all. I'm mainly curious because stealing it in potion form is one thing, but if they also stole the ingredients to make more, then you'd know that you'd be dealing with someone that has the intelligence to craft the potion themselves.
Would make sense. It's a small little piece of paper, an NDA, basically saying don't disclose this information to outside parties, blah, 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 blah. Nothing saying we now own your immortal soul. Nothing like that. she does state, interesting. There is a collective amount of ingredients that are missing. They do include the list that you just gave us, but also other variables. Many of them health-wise. I'd have to investigate with the professor to truly determine what it could be. But your ingredients themselves have also been taken.
Oh. Well, let me know if you have any other questions. I'm here to get a select list myself of different ingredients. Do you mind? Again, I will be here looking for the ingredients. If you do have any further questions, anything that related to the ingredients or how they may be used, please come talk to me at any point.
Of course. To the right will be the botanical garden where you can collect your specimens. But please don't go to the northern rooms where we are currently conducting an investigation.
No, of course. Andromeda, can you come help me collect these specimens with me?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
What exactly is Steven looking for?
Okay. I am looking for a few common things, and then because it is a large university, I'm also looking for a few less common things. The first ones, so I need Mind Flayer, Stinkhorn, Moonstalker, Fairy Stool, Willow Shade, Nightshade, and red Minata mushrooms.
Are you making a poison?
I am making some different things we could use.
A lot of those are very poisonous, man.
Yep. Well, actually, so the Nightshade can be used to make to do health potions, surprisingly. So it can either be used to make poisoned or health potions.
Cool. Okay. A lot of that you for sure can find, at least the list you've written out so far.
And then the 4 things that would be less common that I want to see if they have is black cut mushroom, black sap, angel's trumpet, and blight spores.
The only thing they don't have are the last 2.
Okay, but that's fine.
Yeah. You do collect a sample of 2 per item. That's the limit for the school. Obviously, it needs to grow more. So you have 2 of each ingredient, other than the last 2 ingredients you spoke of.
Okay. With this Andromeda, I should be able to make some stuff that is useful. But the main one, that's the reason why I came here, is...
Have them all properly bagged and stored and labeled.
Yes. But the main one is we have just enough to make a little bit of a truth serum.
That sounds wonderful.
Exactly. We still need to have him drink it, but still,
And
I
who
think
exactly
that...
are you planning to give the truth serum to?
In all honesty, I think that the mayor himself probably wouldn't be aware of what is the situation. It doesn't seem as though he's checked in there.
Professor seems more likely, don't you think?
Exactly. At
He
least.
was definitely. Oh, sorry. I'm going to say once we get back to
Yeah.
Anna, he was definitely lying about knowing where your arm was and some other things. He was not being straight with us at all.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. At least we can find the arm. It may not be useful in connection to the mayor, but you know.
Honestly, I kind of wonder if this man is behind the mayor. He persuades him to. He's a new person in town. He becomes his friend. He influences him to join politics. He has a person on the inside. He takes over his brain, and suddenly he has a puppet.
I mean, it's not
See,
a bad
now
theory.
that sounds like necromancy, don't you think?
Yes. Well, the other thing is that although I wasn't able to make devil's powder, that would have been useful down the road, although very dangerous and some would say evil. It's a hallucinogen that makes people believe that they are in hell. It makes them very easy to persuade.
Wonderful. That could be so useful.
Yes, but at the same time, we didn't happen to find those
Well,
So-
we shall have to keep an eye out.
Of course. But we're able to find enough to both for this mission, but also enough for some healing potions and things like that in the future.
Wonderful.
Okay. So I do have. What do I have an herbalism kit. Is that what I need to make potions? I think it is. It says
Yeah.
create healing salves and potions and tinctures. Okay, good. Then I can do that back at the
Dorm.
inn. I don't have to do it here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Should we
Yeah.
go find our wayward friends?
Can't imagine
Ugh.
what trouble they've gotten into.
Like I said, I think it's a good bet that they're in the less prestigious part of the school, where the quote
Yes.
ruffians.
As I'm
Aw.
walking out. And before we go ruin our day with finding our friends, you want to drop by the library?
And it broke through the wall.
Yeah,
I am always down for the library.
because I do kind of, like to ego surf a little bit and kind of hoping my book is there.
Do you know, I want to read it, so if we find it, I'm checking it out.
Yes, of course. Well, guards, and I bow.
They
Again, reach
politely
out to me if you
bow.
need any further help or information for your investigation.
Of course. You all have a lovely day. The operations for the botanical garden as well as the laboratories will be reestablished by later this evening. If you need any use of it, please let them know when appropriate.
Of course.
And behind her, you do hear the man with the beard does state, "Boss, I found something. Looks like a long strand of golden locked hair. Interesting. Take into account, we'll try to find someone that can scry on the individual. But our scryer isn't in town currently. Well, take it in inventory. We'll find someone that can."
I don't know how to scry.
I also don't. Well,
Did we see any place that might look like it's being used for anatomical labs or storage?
I hear no, but looking around, you can tell the buildings for that would be further north or further east. The north area would be the middle of rich side of campus versus not as rich side of campus or public side of campus. So like dead center where the group met Butterfly. Now that you know that. But when you get to that area, because you did say you're heading east, you do
Yes.
find a biology lab where that might have something similar to what you're talking about.
Is there anyone coming out or going in?
Yeah, there's a student with like round spectacle glasses, nice white lab coat for cleanliness, 2 books to the right. They seem to be heading out for the day.
I'm gonna run up to him and say, "Oh, hello, hello. I'm here. It's my first day. I'm supposed to be TAing for Professor L something. But anyway, do you know? Is this the lab where we would keep where the extant body parts are kept?
Oh, are you part of the biological research?
Yes.
Oh, you must be Liram, Professor Liram. Uh-huh.
Yes.
I didn't know he took a new protege into his...
Oh no,
Thanks.
just a TA.
Ah, I see. Huh. They're usually male. Well, I digress.
Yes. Well, he's not very kind.
I hear that, and... forgive me. I'm also a TA. Not under Liram, but Professor Portuguese.
Oh,
Pleasure
what
to
are
meet
they
you.
professor of?
Oh, from what I remember, I'm no longer in his class. He is part of the biological research, anatomy. not magic based whatsoever. In fact, learning about the propagation of magic within the body itself.
Oh my goodness, he sounds like my kind of person. I really should have applied for that position rather than this one. Where is his office?
Oh, if you go eastward, he is with the public side of campus. You can definitely find his office. She gives you like the location, the office, his room. Always open except for once it hits 8 p.m. until 8 p.m. the following day.
Wonderful. Could you let me into the lab very quickly? I don't have my badge yet, and Lithima, whatever his name is going to be very upset if I don't get what he needs.
Oh, did he give you the night shift?
Eh,
Understandable. He is quite an ass.
yes.
Don't tell anyone I did this. Right away.
Oh.
They like go towards the door, looks towards your three friends, Steven, Anna, and M. Are they going with you?
Oh no, this is just a quick errand.
Okay. The more people, the more potential risk I take. So thank you on that part. They open the door and like let you in.
Thank you.
Right. It doesn't lock from the inside, so you can walk out whenever you need to.
Wonderful, thank you.
Right. They like let go of the door, but it does like begin to close when she lets go, and she like goes on her day.
Right. I'm gonna poke my head out, and I'm gonna say to my group, like, motion for give me a second. And I just want to see what kind of lab this is, and if there are body parts in storage.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have this map work for that map. So guards are gone.
Yeah. Ha.
Oh, that guy is so needs to leave. Poking your head in, you can tell that it has a variety of floors while your team is outside. You can tell that there is a elevator to the left, also stairs, in case, security reasons. The area itself does seem to be clean, clinical, and things of that nature. No one is currently manning the front desk. You are during the evening/night shift, so like people are making their rounds, entering inside when they need to. You can tell that the first room you are in is, it has an entire ledger of things. It works systematically like the form of the body. The first floor involves like physical structure of the legs and stuff like that. Do you look like for the upper torso area section, like arms, hands, that type of musculature?
Yes.
Yeah. You find it. You can tell it's on the third floor. And once you get to the third floor, there are a few doors that read like samples, labs, tests, and test subjects.
Let's try samples.
You do see that there is a Draconic script next to the door. Do you speak Draconic?
I do.
Cool. It does read password required. You for sure can figure this out if you roll Arcana.
All right. I have a plan B.
Yeah. While a password is required, you did take a note of like the person that you were talking to beforehand. You saw like their little name tag / placard that also works as a keypad. It does have the serial number on there, so you just put that in and it like opens up.
Wonderful.
Inside the sample room, you see a whole bunch of, not immediately, but you do see like cold cases of metal where it reads like 1 through 85. Opening one up, you do see like the form of a hand, maybe human. Open up another one, you see like an arm, perhaps a tengu. Like all of this seems to be structured, and like underneath it has like donated such and such year by such and such family. authorization by said individual. So, like, these are parts that were given after the passing of a loved one for research.
Do I see any that are dated? Do I know when Anna's hand went missing?
You would know, Anna probably would have told you. Looking around for like that specific date time, you do see two of them. One of them does read, given by the family of Sir Benmark. Date specifically matches Anna's time frame closely. And the other one does read, given to in the order of Ruth, and the time frame is similar to that one as well.
I'd like to open both.
Yeah. The first one, it does seem like a strong, burly hand, quite gruff and tough. And looking inside, you can tell that it probably doesn't fit Anna's frame. Probably not that one,
Yes, bit big.
but big. Opening the other one, you do hear something. Like, it's nearly inaudible. Go ahead and roll insight. Okay. You can tell that like some sort of signal hit when you finished it.
Damn.
But
Oh,
like
dispel
not an
magic.
alarm, like a signal. Cool. Yeah, that'll just work.
Or counterspell, whichever one I think would do best.
Counterspell.
Okay, let's counterspell.
So like a signal goes off. It's not like an alarm, it's like a signal. So like you counterspell, it breaks it for like a quick minute. You open it and there's nothing inside.
Damn it.
But that does give you a few things. One, yeah, it's probably the arm. It's probably this, so this placard is a lie. Two, someone did air quotes booby trap it, just indicating if someone opens it, that isn't the person. Which means someone is hiding something in this city for not a good reason. Three, Professor Loram does work here. If he does, and he is an asshole, which he is, don't get me wrong, for sure he would be someone that would booby trap a thing.
Oh, yes.
And four, it's just the arm is here somewhere, not in the laboratory where it'd be preserved or structured properly, which means someone is hiding it somewhere close by.
Okay, so I infer that it's not, like, if it was in this building, it would be here, but someone has taken it outside the building for bad purposes.
Yes, or experimental purposes, which also could be bad.
Okay. Then I would like to walk back outside, leave everything as close to as I left it as I can, and yeah, walk out like I know where I'm going.
Okay. As you leave, you also can tell that each arm you saw was not Anna's arm. For sure it wasn't, but they all felt unique in their own way. Some of them felt like stronger than should be. Some of them felt more magical. You can tell like people are collecting specific types of subjects. Maybe not illegally, like Anna's arm was collected, but like something that infused magic on the body, or like something that naturally gave way in someone's form to enhance the body in some way, shape, or form. For sure, someone is like trying in a way, if mad scientist rules apply, improve the form of life, if that makes sense. Very Frankenstein rules.
Okay. All right. I meet my friends back outside, and I tell
You
them
meet your
what
friends
I
back outside.
So it's here. It's in the university. It
No.
was in that box.
Are you
Not
serious?
anymore. Yes.
Serious?
I'm quite sure.
Um,
And I'm
You
pretty
know-
sure it was that douchebag guy whose name I can't remember.
yeah, but
Oh.
can I just ask something? And it just seems like
What?
I feel like either you're not saying something. Why is your arm special?
It's not my arm. It's the ring.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
Thank you. It's a family heirloom. It allows me to take over the herd, to be king or queen.
Oh, hold up. Could someone else use that to take authority?
Ever heard of horses?
You're not a horse,
Well,
but
people.
because the reason I asked this, let's start with this first. Could they take over your town, kingdom, whatever you may call it, if
Herd?
they were humanoid? With
Mm,
probably
don't-
not, I would assume. Correct?
I'm unclear. I know within the legend,
Mm-hmm.
those in the family that have it are the leaders. It's always been that way. Nobody's.
Question.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Well, hold on. All of the arms that I saw in this room did seem to have something special about them, something that wasn't quite normal or ordinary. They were, they gave off slightly magic or similar vibes, if you will. Is there anything about you and your physicality that might be considered special?
Not that I'm aware.
Right. Okay. Could the ring have imbued it with something special?
Yes, it could have.
Okay.
yeah, the other thing is that even if we remove any special cases that may be going on, I think that there's still quite a bit of danger that just results from the fact that a polymorph potion has disappeared and they have a ring that would, give them authority over an entire herd, as you call it.
But again, what is it? What's the purpose?
You
You're
can cause
from
quite a bit
far
of
away,
chaos
Anna,
with.
yes?
The forest?
Okay, the forest. Just
You mean
the
the
forest?
forest we walked through?
No, no.
A
I-
different the forest.
A different forest.
The forest. Okay.
Mhm.
Roughly how far from here?
Hmm.
You can name an estimation, Anna. It's cool.
Just say it's west.
I just.
Not necessarily concerned about like where it is on a map, but like is it close to here or is it far from here?
I'm gonna say, since I'm just doing this off the top of my head, it is. It's closer to here than to there.
All right.
But
Good a
I
theory
mean,
as any.
think if someone could polymorph, take the form of
Me?
one of Anna's or Anna's relatives, take the
Yes.
ring, take control
Yes.
of it, have that herd attack someone without any consequence and any leads pointing back to them.
Yes.
That alone is dangerous,
It's
even if
dangerous.
it's not, accurate to the situation.
I
Can
believe
you
so.
polymorph into? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Anna, I believe you're Fae. Yes.
Yes.
Can you polymorph into a Fae? I thought you could only polymorph into animals.
Yes, but what I'm thinking is that they're using that biomass that's left from those arms, and maybe they found a way to be able to polymorph
Create
using
the potion specifically
that DNA.
for that.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And that's why they needed those arms. But again, that's just a hypothesis.
I'm
But
not
again,
entirely
it's
polymorph
risky
potion.
enough to be concerned.
This seemed more geared towards altering one's own body to be better rather than taking on the form of something else.
That's concerning in its own right.
Yes.
M does state, more than likely, both of these are a possibility. After all, this type of research does require funds, and if someone shady does want power, for sure to be willing to pay for such power.
This is true.
I mean, even just the ability to temporarily turn into an quote-unquote ideal being in itself is concerning.
For sure, yes. But
Well,
with... Go ahead, Steven.
talk this on the way while we go find my book, though. But I don't think that maybe we should act yet. I think we need more
Oh, we
information about
definitely don't
the
have enough
purpose.
information yet.
No, I agree. I don't think we do. Let's use
So,
your...
yeah. So maybe I
Truth
shouldn't
serum.
use the more. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Let's use the least impactful of the serums that I can make. I don't want to assume someone's evil and then give them something and break
Yes.
them forever.
Or run the risk that, they are evil and then they fucking kill you.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I normally don't think about this. I usually just think, how to get people high. On
As
that
you-
note, do you
Good.
just on that note?
Let's go find our
being high.
They probably got high.
On the same note, you aren't there yet, but I put your tokens there anyways. The guitarist does wake up Nina / Mima from unconsciousness, to state to the group, so, any of you ever think about getting high? Not really.
I was
Nope.
so high,
Still
like
good.
literally.
Yeah, still, like, no offense, you're cool and all, but I gotta get to class. If you still want to hang out, I can get some of my buds. We can have a dorm party,
Ooh,
like 8 p.m.
I
tonight.
like- yes, just like we were talking about earlier. We're now besties and we're gonna live together forever.
Cool. Yeah.
You know where to find me, right here.
Yeah. Like, jot something down, gives you a note. Yeah. Find me here. Find me and my friend later here today. Bring your friends. They seem pretty cool. The ladies seem to be dig Dookie. So, well, ladies, dudes, everyone seems to be digging Dookie. Bring them along. Seems like a cool dude.
Dookie is a very interesting lizard.
Yeah. See you later.
But why? Oh, you're taking my pillow.
That's my lap.
Oh,
Kind of needed to walk.
well, you know where to find me.
Yeah. He goes to class, and the rest of the group is there now.
See? Just where I thought.
Andromeda, help! I almost floated away. I was above the clouds.
Where are
I
you?
will roll insight, or actually medicine. I'm gonna roll medicine.
She's
I have a
coming down
headache.
from a high. It was a
Nina-
pretty strong high, but a high nonetheless.
Oh,
I
you
have a headache.
Did you have
I
pixie
bet
dust?
You do.
I did have pixie dust. I was floated away. I danced with 100 people, and it was a huge party. And I was floating above the stars.
Steven smiling. I actually came up with
Literal
that.
pixie dust. Or is
Oh
it...
my gosh, I have to tell you the funniest thing. This guy who I got the drugs from was
Mhm.
reading from this book with the name. It was like the most boring name. It was like, about stopping and drugs, and herpetology, and hallucinogenics, blah blah blah.
Wait, do you
And I was
remember the
like-
author of that? Was it under Stephen Thomas?
That was the funniest thing. It was under Stephen Thomas. Stephen, or is it Stephen Thompson? It was one of them.
I'm really excited. Enjoy. That's my book. That's my book.
Yes, I sort of got that from the name she said.
Well, that and just the pixie dust. I actually came up with that compound.
Is this literal pixie dust, or is it a concoction meant to...
No, it's a concoction that gives you the ability of floating, much like a pixie.
Oh, I definitely floated. I pretty much floated away. Ask Drillbit. I almost died.
Yes. It
Sounds
does.
dangerous.
Could have
She
died.
really tried to.
It's highly addictive. So try not to
I do
continue
want
doing-
more. I want
Yeah,
more
I know.
now.
Yes.
Do I still have some?
But it's a physically safe drug.
You have
so-
like a small little dime bag that Dookie gave you.
I'm gonna like start
she won't
putting it out to
overdose
use.
on it.
I'm gonna just like slowly start to use it, see if anyone
Hmm.
stops me.
Drillbit would sure say, "You don't want to do that. We're still on a job."
Nina, please don't.
Fine, I'm not gonna do it. Nina's just happy that people care.
Can I see that, Nina?
Yes, here's this drug. It's yours,
You
isn't
got
it?
Yes. I want to see it. Can I roll medicine to check the purity of it?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. It's very good. It's like cleanly cut, made. In fact, it's not an improvement on your work, but it's a refinement of your work. Like you made it, established it, and like never really. I wouldn't say you never touched it again, but you've like not improved on it since. The way this is structured now, it's like clean, clinical. Someone definitely did like ramp up things, maybe production, maybe refinement processes. Like whoever Nina got this from, it is good.
Man,
It was good.
this is probably the highest quality I've ever seen. And honestly, it's the only way that someone could even produce this is by truly understanding my work and the basics and the
Ooh,
fundamentals
if you
of
want,
creating
this
this
is my
compound.
dealer. I hand him the note.
Well, it's more so that I wanted to check and make sure its purity was high enough that it wasn't, dangerous to you. Other than being highly addictive, at least it's not physically dangerous to you.
To be fair, it was pretty dangerous. If Drillbit hadn't been here to save me because he loves me, I would have floated away and died probably on impact after it swelled.
You shouldn't float that high.
I floated pretty high. I'd say above the
Huh.
clouds at least.
I
Before
I
Drillbit
look
grabbed
at
my
Drover.
ankles.
Honestly, it was pretty strong. Like she could have flown away quite a distance if I had to truly imagine things.
That gets me wondering. I wonder if there's a way to change the components of this compound and away from being a hallucinogen, but being more of just a flight aid.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Interesting.
Not my specialty. Wanted to make sure that Nina and Dookie didn't die. Vera also took
didn't
some.
die.
Yeah.
Saved me. She grabbed me
Yeah, I
right
did.
before I went out. That's what he did.
Again. Oh,
All she was doing was breakdancing, so I was fine with that.
It was more like beautiful ballet dancing.
hmm.
But yeah, Nina gave you like a small little card, Steven, and on it says, "Think you're cool? Think you're cute? Me and my friends are having a party at 8 p.m. Bring this Dookie bud. My friends also think they're cute.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
8
They
p.m.
think I'm cute.
I do want everybody to
having
know
seen them,
Dookie
it's
almost
amazing.
picked up 2, 3, maybe 4 people. Also,
Mhm.
Dookie, I did tell Dookie to kill people before I got high, and I don't want to be responsible if he starts killing all of his boyfriend girlfriends.
I mean, if you
I
tell
will hold
someone
you
to,
personally responsible.
yes, you literally would be responsible.
No,
have
because
their
I told you about it. So now you're
but
responsible.
You told him to do it.
You
You're
have
still-
the note,
I do have
and
the
I told you. So you're more responsible.
As you're
I'm-
saying this, you do hear someone shouting out a window. Dookie knows this person. It was the person that was more or less coming down a while ago, shouting towards Dookie. Hey, my friend told me that you like me in a weird kind of way. No, thank you. If we met in a different situation, for sure. But that was just weird, man. And then, like,
Thank you.
He
goes
was
back into the
too-
building and closes the window.
Dookie,
That
what
one
did you
will
say to
see
that
me
person?
coming. I said they'll see me coming.
Okay.
Good for you.
I'm
I'm proud of you for
honestly
not killing anyone.
No
And
one's been
Nina,
available
I'm
to
proud
kill
of you
but
as well for
Nina,
not
and she
floating
was
away.
in the air.
Thank you. I had a lot to do today. Wait, Anna, did you find your sticky gross arm?
We have a few leads on it, but we do believe it's in the city.
It's in the city. That's good, because I don't want to go farther west. It hurts my toesies to go all the way over here. Do we have to steal it? Or can Nina get it with persuasion?
Are you going to
Were you
say
about to say
something
seduction?
No.
No,
No.
L starts with an S.
Nina would never.
Never.
Persuasion.
We're not quite sure yet.
Hmm.
But Nina, we will let you know.
Absolutely.
Just let Nina know.
If there's any persuasion that needs to happen, it will definitely be by you.
It's definitely not gonna be Dookie. Well, it might be Dookie. After
It could
today, I'm
be.
starting to wonder if Nina is even pretty, because Dookie picked up so many people, and Nina...
Oh, Nina, you can't blame yourself if someone else doesn't find you attractive.
I
It's a
mean,
them
Have a
problem.
still face.
it probably
You
is.
do have
Dookie
a
has
very
the
still face.
stillest little face I've ever seen.
They say they like it.
Quite stoic.
Mm-hmm.
Quite unnerving. Do you ever blink?
No,
Concerning.
sometimes.
All right.
Yeah. You have the information. You have a lead. You have maybe a party to get to later tonight.
Yes,
Mhm.
I need to get to that party.
Steven has a buddy or a protege or
Well,
something?
actually, Steven is kind of on is more right now kind of concerned that his work got shown up. I know that I
Shown up?
briefly I only briefly created this compound, but to see it refined so well, I kind of want to,
They say imitation is the finest form of flattery.
Yes, but I think I can, with my current knowledge from my
Show them
research,
up.
I think I can make it better.
Even better.
Yes, I may need to sacrifice some of the materials that we gathered.
You're gonna
Well,
try it. Nina thinks you
yeah.
should try it. It's good
I
stuff.
did have
think you should
plans
try
to
it.
make both one truth serum and one potion of mind reading, but I may just end up with the truth serum.
Mind
Just make it
reading?
too strong and give it to every human you see.
Well, no, the point is for them to enjoy it, not just get knocked out, Dookie.
Knocked out permanently.
Nope, that's not the goal.
I'll finish him up later.
Yeah.
Nope.
I should state, though, that this area of campus, everyone is not taking drugs. You guys specifically look for people that are doing that, so you found them.
Yes,
so-
and now I have to one up their drugs.
Yes, that's true.
Great
For you.
feedback.
I'm just saying that everyone on campus isn't, imbibing. You just
It's not
look
a hard
specifically for
rule.
those people. Yeah.
Nina just thinks everybody was on drugs because she thinks 100 people are at her party.
True.
Oh yeah. Also, the things, so you knew, the things that I would be making is I'd be using the mushrooms to make one greater healing potion, the black caps and the black sap to make one black paste and one pale tincture, the truth serum, and the rest to make just a basic antidote and antitoxin. Oh, and a willow shade oil. I forgot about the willow shade. Willow shade oil just needs one willow shade fruit. So
Okay.
those. All to help us in the future because my character was kind of useless until I became smart again.
Uh,
I'm so glad for it.
Druba does state when you say that, yeah, maybe this plan can help you. The guy that just left this in case Nina wanted it. You also have a bag of weed.
Nina did that weed while floating away. Just wants everybody to know of her college accomplishment.
Yeah. For sure, you guys can help with the potions and make that before the party later tonight. Would you do that?
Yes. The other thing is, I do want to try to use some of that Mind Flayer Stinkhorn to, instead of making a mind reading potion, improve upon the high of the pixie dust.
Yeah. Looking at the sample that Nina gave you, thank you for typing out that down. I couldn't remember all of it, so I just wrote potions.
Yeah, I've been using this as a reference to being smarter with botany stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rats.
Well, it's like all like the potions and tinctures and stuff you can make in D&D and like their ingredients.
cool. I might use this. Thank you for the information. I have
Wondering how you were so good
uh,
at it.
player that's like always looking for like these type of things. So for
Yeah.
sure, thanks.
There's even like some. It gets like all the way down to like there's potions for like bladder aid.
Bladder, like going
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Aid clearing bladder and in urethra infection.
Some
Oh my
people have
God.
too much
It's
time
like-
on their hands.
Yeah, I know. It's how many? It's like 30 pages of like botany stuff and potions. 35. No? Yeah. 30,
Yeah.
34.
But using some of the ingredients that you have extra of, looking at the pixie dust refinement process, you begin to think about what to use to refine it, create it, and make it better, improve upon your own work. You can for sure do this, and it will be a roll. You won't make it any worse, but depending on how you roll, you may not make it any better. For this roll, you would use your herbalism kit. You would also add on your proficiency, because you'd be proficient in this, at advantage.
Attribute is wisdom.
It'd be wisdom based, yeah.
Good thing for that advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Thing for the advantage.
You look at the pixie dust and you can refine it, you can improve upon it. You do use the Mind Flayer selective amount to like purify it, clean it up. You can tell that the addictive medicinal slash you for sure don't have like control as much as Nina had control. For sure you run on instincts. You become more of a animalistic structure to your person. It's more reptilian brain than anything else. But we'll worry about that when anyone takes it. You have one use of pixie drops, and you have a potion of flying. For now. That being said, though, collectively working together, having Andromeda, Anna help you out, Nina and Dookie probably watch, and Drillbit like cleaning beakers, making sure everything's neat and tidy. Vero will also probably watch, and M making sure everything is secured. One thing does stand true. Your team is ready for a party by the end of this, with a whole bunch of things to maybe help out people to have a good time. At the very least, you are good and ready and to go out partying. People may or may not get dressed up. It is a college party. I don't know what Nina's going to do, but for sure she's going to look her best. And we'll
And her
find out.
name-
My hair done.
Yeah. And we'll find out if anyone else will ask out Dookie as we end the session for
hope
today.
That was a lot of fun.
It's gonna get
They're
weird.
Yeah, Dookie would take them out for dinner, but not in the right way.
Ooh. I mean, he would